How's it? Hang
Hey,
loose.
I'm doing well. Nice to have you.
Hiya. This is Mongoose Mac's channel with my first official interview. You're going to want to subscribe right now. It's free. Like if you like, and definitely share this video with friends. I am excited and honored to have as my guest the co-founder or a co-founder of ODUWA Coin, the digital payment system cryptocurrency. I featured ODUWA a few times in a number of videos, and there'll be more of those. I've gone from basic videos to right to a top man of ODUWA Coin here. So I'm so grateful and awestruck and eager to introduce Bright Enabulele. Is that right? Did I say that right? Okay.
You heard correct.
One
Yes.
of the creators of ODUWA Coin's mission to serve communities in Africa with a digital payment system. Aloha, Bright. How you doing today?
Aloha, kid. It was a pleasure. Nice to have you here. I'm delighted. I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to have our format today is Ask Me Anything. So I collected about 10 questions, and I'll just read them to Bright, and he'll answer them. So take as much time as you need or as you like. And Bright doesn't know the questions that I have, actually. This is true, right? But except for they're about ODUWA Coin. Okay, should we just dive right into it? Make the most of the time. Okay, ask me anything with Bright. The first one, for beginners. What is the best approach for a beginner who wants to buy a ODUWA Coin or OWC? More so, after he or she owns a ODUWA Coin, what's the next step?
Well, first of all, cryptocurrency is still, just recall back what I just said. I know the line dropped.
Yeah, it was.
I say, well, anybody that's going to cryptocurrency now, matter of fact, they are just buying themselves into the future. Because the world is moving from humanism to dataism. Everything is data, everything is digital, everything is cashless. And so when people say cryptocurrency, they should understand that it's a type of money. Uh, uh, 10 years ago, we only have 4 types of money. I want to go a little bit beyond the questions to explain to the audience what money. Money is a means of exchange, a medium of exchange values. We have 4 types of money. We have the old type of money is a commodity money. Commodity money was something like gold, diamonds, and all that, which was based on scarcity, and the price can go up. Then we move to fiat money. Fiat money is your regular banknotes issued by the Treasury, the dollar, pounds, euro. We call them fiat money. Then we have what they call the fiduciary money. Fiduciary money is something like your checkbooks that you can write, but it doesn't have to be earned, but it can be earned based on trust. So that means your check and bands, whatever. We call it fiduciary. There's also have what they call commercial bank money. Commercial bank money are like your equity loans, your mortgage, and all that, which is all debt. So commercial bank money is like debt to the country. Then we have the new one that just came out called cryptocurrency, which is digital money. Crypto means something in the secret. When people say cryptocurrency, it means this system was created with no third party, with no adversary. That means this money was created in the dark. Okay, that means it's crypto, it's secret, it's unknown,
hidden.
But there was no cryptocurrency without the technology that supports cryptocurrency, and that technology that underpins cryptocurrency is called blockchain. Without blockchain, there's no cryptocurrency. The government owns the U.S. dollars. London, they own the pounds, and Japan owns the yen. Cryptocurrency belongs to blockchain. So all the coins are minted using a blockchain, different type of concepts or mechanism. So we have now the new money is called cryptocurrency. Why? It's more trust, it's irrefutable, it's immutable, there's no double spending, there's no nobody can contest it like your regular fiat money. When somebody says, I gave you a credit card, no, it was not me, and the bank have to take, or the insurance have to take that, we call it double spending. All right, cryptocurrency is a new economic truth. It's based on trust. So the world is moving to this direction. So anyone that's having a cryptocurrency right now, they're actually buying themselves to the future. So I'm honored to see people saying, hey, I'm leaning towards that direction, because everybody's going to do it regardless, okay? Because the regular money that we have, like your fiat money, is too much inflation. Because in 2017, we have $5 trillion, 5 trillion money in circulation. 5 trillion. That was 2017. That was the total money in the world that was moving around in institutions. Now the United States just printed 6 trillion. That means 110%. So that means we're going to have 40% inflation. So that means the money you're going to hold is going to worth nothing in the next 3 years. Because why? They're going to do what they like. But cryptocurrency don't allow you to do that. It doesn't allow you to go on sentiment. It doesn't have to do with war. Like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I got to just save my people and bail them out. You have to stick to the game plan. So everybody's going to that money that you can't just inflate. That money you can't just damage. That money you can't just reprint. So that's why I'm fascinated with cryptocurrency. So after 9 years of being in the business, I understand that the first cryptocurrency that was created was Bitcoin. But Bitcoin was not designed for the poor. Because don't forget, every new thing don't start with the poor, start with the rich. You understand that? Every technology was not meant for the poor. It was meant for the rich. But the poor has to link towards it because they have to use it. They have no choice. So I look at all these problems and I look at all the pinpoints of Bitcoin. I said, what can I create to empower the underserved communities and the unbanked communities around the world? As far as the regions in Africa, where they have 1.2 billion people, where they are still struggling with financial settlements, ODUWA Coin was born. Okay. And a lot of people don't understand that it's not just about cryptocurrency. It's all about the blockchain. Because the blockchain that we have can underwrite anything. It can allow us to empower people. It can allow us to create borderless projects, borderless settlements, and financial inclusions. So when you're having the cryptocurrency and you want to buy it, the easiest way to buy cryptocurrency right now is through the exchange. And a lot of exchanges are, well, what is an exchange? An exchange is a place where you can trade one crypto to the other cryptocurrency. It's called, they are fungible. That means when the cryptocurrency started with Bitcoin, people find out that you can't just take cryptocurrency to the bank. Just like you can't take gold to every bank. You got to look for a gold dealer where you can actually sell your gold. And gold has been in existence for over 200 years. So cryptocurrency is only 10 years. So you don't expect to just go anywhere and just want to sell your cryptocurrency. You got to look for institutions that sell cryptocurrency. So the exchange was the best place to do that, where you can convert your crypto to fiat. And right now, when you want to buy ODUWA, you can buy ODUWA in our website, use your other cryptocurrency, or you can go to the exchange and buy ODUWA. Exchange like B2B, Crest24, Stairs, Vindex. But guess what, Kit? In 3 weeks, we're introducing bank card. That means now customers have the opportunity to buy ODUWA Coin with their regular bank card. To a third party. That means because a lot of people are not savvy knowing what cryptocurrency is, so they don't even know where to go. Because in Africa, there's no ATM where you can buy Bitcoin. So it was a kind of like an obstacle. My goal is to remove the obstacle. To allow the underserved community to come into these organizations without any pain. Because don't forget, there are a lot of people around the world today who have people overseas but don't know how to move assets around. And if they do, they have identity problem. Not everybody have a passport. Not everybody can do a KYC. KYC means know your customers. So ODUWA is making it simple for mom and pop, little kids, to be able to send funds to their families and friends without any third party. And we don't charge any fees. That's what ODUWA Coin is all about. That means I'm giving the people the opportunity to have an asset, to tap into the cryptocurrency world without paying me any fees. What more can they ask for?
Yeah. It has just this wonderful purpose behind it and mission. Question 2. This comes, I dug this one from my sister, who actually works from a savings and loan under mortgage handling. Okay. Just to say that she's got some little background, I guess. But one of her first knee-jerk question was, what if I wanted to stop, like owning a ODUWA coin? How do I turn it into fiat money? What is ODUWA's liquidity? I guess the fear of being locked in. What's it about?
Well, let's go back to I always got to go back to comparison. Remember when Visa and MasterCard came out in the 90s?
Yeah.
There was no many stores accepting Visa card. Everybody wanted to deal on cash. Cash. You can take your Visa or MasterCard, then you're like, no, we don't accept it. Then come American Express and Discover. What does that do? Discover was just a type of settlement we call fiduciary settlement. but they have to deal with a merchant gateway. That means they have to deal with a bank that allows them to say, listen, if you present this card to this store, we will settle you. So it's called merchant settlement. So right now we're having what we call merchant settlement with ODUWA Pay.
Mm-hmm.
That means every now as we're growing through mass adoptions, we are doing contracts with stores and vendors that will accept your ODUWA coin.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do the settlement. The exchange will do the settlement.
Mm-hmm.
What is the liquidity? Hey, liquidity means, is this money, can I exchange this money for something else? Is this money fungible? Yes, it's fungible. That's why we have these exchanges. These exchanges have a contract with us to liquidate your ODUWA and give you cash.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget, you don't sell money, you spend money. When you sell money, money lose value. Our goal is not for you to sell ODUWA. Our goal is for you to spend ODUWA. Right. So as we grow, a lot of stuff is going to pop up where you can actually spend ODUWA coin.
Yeah, that was from. That was from my sister, because I'm going in there. I try to explain things to them, and I'm like, am I getting through? Because I know that I have a ODUWA coin. That's my little disclaimer, and I can connect it to an exchange where it's connected to my bank. So if I actually wanted to, I can kind of go, well, that's trade it to BIC and then go to the bank. But their fears are showing up in these questions. Here's another one. Now, this one's from, I just asked my mom, because she's a real estate broker, part-time retired. And I asked her, well, what would be your question? And her mind goes to, is there a guarantee to a ODUWA? Like, do I have any guarantees? I think the fear is having a secure investment.
Okay. Well, first of all, money is not a problem. Don't forget, it's a business you do with money that's a problem. ODUWA is the currency. So you having money doesn't mean you have an investment. You just have an assets.
Right.
The question is, you have an assets. So you cannot invest your asset in maybe in real estate or buying a car. So the question when you have a ODUWA coin, you have an asset. You have a commodity. Mm-hmm. So the question is that commodity guaranteed? Yes, it's guaranteed because the blockchain is real.
Right.
So because there's no central banks, there's no hierarchy. Okay. It's self-governance. That means the price of a ODUWA coin depends on you and the other person, and there's no point of failure. That means there's no one single service that says, hey, the price of a ODUWA coin will be like this. The exchange depends on the price of a ODUWA. That means if you bought a ODUWA coin at 10 cents and you're willing to sell the ODUWA coin at 9 cents because you need money very quick, then the price becomes 9 cents till someone buys it from you and becomes 10 cents. Let's take advantage of gold. Today, gold is trading at $1,600 an ounce of gold. People have gold in their banks, in their reserves as a commodity. Does every people or every bank accept gold? No. You got to look for stores or interchange or institutions that will allow you to convert your gold to cash. In California, there's two places, one in Santa Monica and there's one in LA, close to the airport, that accept gold. You bring the gold, they check the value, make sure the gold is real, and they give you the cash. Same thing with ODUWA coin. As we're growing, we call it mass adoptions. We're signing all this agreement with all these stores and vendors that can actually accept your ODUWA coin and give you product. Or you can go to the exchange and it can give you cash. Right now, the biggest one is Bitcoin. So that means you can convert your ODUWA coin to Bitcoin and go to the ATMs and sell the Bitcoin and get cash. There are a lot of ATMs that are popping up everywhere right now doing Bitcoin. Yeah. Bitcoin is the grandfather, but it doesn't mean they are the best. Because don't forget, the difference between me and Bitcoin is that Bitcoin takes a long time to do confirmation, and Bitcoin charges a lot of fees. So I am not creating ODUWA to kind of say for the wealthy people. I'm creating ODUWA coin to empower the underserved communities. Mm-hmm. So that when you send money to someone, you don't have to worry about it taking your money. Because don't forget, when it comes to cryptocurrency, there's no third party. It's peer-to-peer transactions, secured by the blockchain. Because blockchain is your technology underpinning ODUWA coin. Right now, we're using what they call a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. Yeah. That means anyone can mine ODUWA coin and get a reward. And those are the miners that secure our gateway, and we give them a reward. So every transaction that confirms through the system in our blockchain is going through a proof-of-stake, a consensus mechanism. So that means there's already trust. There's no manpower. There's no human that can say, hey, tomorrow I'm going to convert ODUWA. I'm going to make sure that no one can buy ODUWA, or I'm going to make sure ODUWA is $1 million. No. We only have 21 million ODUWA coin. That means scarcity will create demand, and demand will increase the price. Yeah. So don't forget, there are 5 currencies of money. Money should be scarce. Money should be divisible. Money should be fungible, and money should be limited in supply.
Yeah.
All right. All those things, all those characteristics would happen in ODUWA Coin.
Yeah.
So ODUWA Coin is the future.
It fits
right
the
now,
definition.
is a future. Is a future. But the key here is a lot of people are still new to cryptocurrency, and we encourage them to go to YouTube and read, because we don't want it. Money is not for everyone. Is everybody designed to be rich? No. Was everybody entitled to be wealthy? No. You have to make an extra step. You have to do extra due diligence if you want to make money. Because there's no book out there and telling you, hey, I'm going to give you money for free. No. So people think, hey, I have cryptocurrency, I'm rich overnight. No, it's a process.
Yeah.
You just bought an asset. The price can go down or the price can go up. It's volatile. But our goal is to mitigate risk for the users. That's why we introduced what they call ODUWA crypto insurance.
Okay.
That protects the price of the coin. Okay.
Yeah. You might have answered some of the questions I have going on here. Well, one more from her, and then there's more that are more definitely focused on the crypto. But here's a generalized one: is investing in ODUWA Coin a good idea for someone near retirement age? Is it just a young man's game? Is it good for people in the retirement age because they're looking at? Is it, You
see, every investment is risky. Every investment has a risk to it. If you go to our website, it's a disclaimer. Because cryptocurrency is not a casino, like a blackjack. When you play one and you hit two, all they have stakes in money. When you buy cryptocurrency, you're buying an asset that belongs to you, that's distributed on the ledgers among multiple people. So the price of the coin depends on the community. So that means the price can go up or the price can go down. It all depends on popularized by an initiative of the community. So when it's for all ages, as long as over 18, you can handle money, you can invest in cryptocurrency. Well, more often, the reason it's good for retirement people is because you have to have patience. Someone that needs their money now, I don't think crypto is good for them. But someone that want to lock the money for a long time because cryptocurrency or fiat money, or because fiat money is dying, losing value, I think cryptocurrency is a good idea.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of the meetings she goes to. She like these they invest. They got those stock investors. Let's go on to the next one because it gets a little bit more.
Let me correct you. If you don't have patience,
do
not buy cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Because there's no price gouging or price jumping up, except you go into all those MLM or pyramid or scams, whatever.
Right.
ODUWA is real. ODUWA Coin is real.
Yeah.
So you have to treat it like a real estate. You buy a property somewhere. You wait, there's equity, you sell. If the price goes down because there's inflation, whatever, well, you lose money. That's how. Don't forget, cryptocurrency is like a commodity. So it's like a real estate. So it's not controlled by the central banks. It's not controlled by me. It's controlled by the users. So once you have ODUWA Coin, you have a business, and you have to protect your business.
Okay. Let's go on to this. This is question 6 I got. ODUWA has intentional similarities to Bitcoin, I see. There's only 21 million that are ever going to be mined. It's a digital payment, although Bitcoin is kind of slow. Anyways, it has a native blockchain, ODUWA, etc. Where is ODUWA different or better than Bitcoin?
In confirmation. So first, the one thing about cryptocurrency is the number one rules of cryptocurrency is when you transfer cryptocurrency, they have to be confirmation. Like in the regular bank, the teller will do and accept your money and say, hey, I got $20 from you, and they post it on your account. And you get it, you see the transaction in your ledger. In cryptocurrency, the miner do that. They do all the confirmation. So in Bitcoin, when you send someone cryptocurrency, you move peer-to-peer from one user to the other. It will take them like 5 minutes to even show up on their phone. Whereas in ODUWA Coin, it's less than 60 seconds. So that means we're faster.
Yeah.
Because we're using a different type of concept or mechanism that doesn't create delay, that is not expensive. And cool thing about it is that we don't charge any fees. We have zero, like almost close to zero fees. Bitcoin miners are using what I call proof of work. Proof of work requires a lot of electricity. It's not good for the ecosystem. But with ODUWA Coin, we're doing what I call proof of stake. no computer, no hardware needed, no expensive hardware needed except your laptop. You join our consistent networks and you earn reward. So in many ways, we're different from Bitcoin because Bitcoin kind of appeal. They don't care about if someone is they don't, because they were not designed for the underserved communities.
Yeah.
We took our time, all the pitfalls of Bitcoin, we fixed, and we created ODUWA Coin. But we still give respect to Bitcoin because
Yes.
they paved the way for us. They paved the way for us to do what we're doing. Because the more Bitcoin is getting popular, the more ODUWA Coin is getting popular.
Yeah.
We are called iCoin. We're just an alternative to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Just like Microsoft and Apple.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean because Microsoft was the first that it's better than Apple.
Right.
Okay. So Apple is looking at things that Microsoft did do, and they're using it and selling it to the community. Same thing we're doing. We're looking at, because don't forget, technology is going to grow. We're not saying our technology is perfect, but every time we scale, we have what are called full scalability. Just like you have the Apple 1, Apple 2, Apple 3, Apple 4.
Right.
If you look at all our versions of ODUWA Pay, we've been growing. We never stop working because we believe that technology should kind of grow with the community. So we listen to the communities and we look at what they're missing, and we do, and we fix. So it's a people's powered platform. ODUWA Coin is people's powered platform. That means it's for the people.
Yeah.
It's where blockchain meets we people.
Right.
So when people hear about cryptocurrency, they think it's for people in Silicon Valley, for the institutional. No, ODUWA Coin is for the consumers.
Yeah.
We want to bridge the gap between the everyday life and the decentralized community. That's what we're different from Bitcoin.
Yeah. It's kind of like Bitcoin for grassroots.
That's a great graph, yes.
Okay, number 7. How I know there are many different digital wallets available for ODUWA Coin. Laptops with different operating systems, Mac, Windows, mobile phones with the iOS, Android, cold storage with a paper certificate, and mining wallets. What is a good strategy to store and or use your ODUWA Coin?
Well, it all depends on the purpose. What is the purpose of having ODUWA Coin? It's like when you open a bank account, you have a savings account, you have a money market account, or you have a current account, checking account. Checking account allows you to spend your money right away. Savings account allows you to keep the money and earn reward. So savings account is like the mining wallet, where you get dividends every day. Okay. The mobile wallet is like the checking account, where you can spend your money without worrying about anyone. Then the paper wallet, some people say, you know what? I want to have control of my money. I don't want to be online where someone can hack me. I want to have a cold storage, so they can use our paper wallet or cold storage through the voucher system. That means you're in control full of the money. Because don't forget, cryptocurrency was meant to be decentralized. All right, because of a lot of people now are prone to hacking, and no one is inevitable. No one can avoid hacking because the world now is people are getting sophisticated. So I advise everyone to say, listen, keep a little money or do a coin in your mobile wallet, the one you want to spend. Now that we don't have so much stores, put in your Q2 wallet, the mining wallet, and more. Because mining wallet, no one can hack your mining wallet. It's unhackable. It's never been proven.
That's good to hear.
But yes, but the mobile wallet, people can have a bug in your phone. They can put spywares. You can put a virus in your phones and get your encryption pins. But what we have done with a mobile wallet is that we have boosted our security. So we have 3 layers of authentications. In all rounds, all ODUWA wallets are good. The only difference is you want to earn more ODUWA coin through mining. Then you use a mining wallet. Or you want to be using ODUWA coin for everyday life. Then you use a mobile wallet. Yeah. But when it comes to security, we take security, user security as our number 1 priority. That means everything wallet that we control that is coming out of ODUWA blockchain, they're all very secure and efficient.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I have a lot of mine in my mining wallet.
I see that. That's good.
That's what I like to put most of mine. That's my little strategy. Okay, number 8.
Yeah.
A digital payment system being cashless is going to become more appealing in a pandemic. How fast is ODUWA growing when it comes to vendors or businesses using ODUWA as payment, especially in the U.S., because, that's what we're able to see?
All right. That's a great question. Because first of all, we're talking about liquidity. When you take a gold, I remember one time I was trying to cash my gold. I went to the institutions where I can exchange my gold for cash. They said, well, we don't have so much cash. We're going to give you a check. Okay. Same thing. Okay. It all depends on the vendors.
Yeah.
Now we just create what they call ODUWA Pay. ODUWA Pay is where you can exchange ODUWA coin. Very convenient. More stores are signing in. Don't forget, we're only 3 years in the business.
Right.
We are moving very, very fast. And we continue to grow. Our teams are working tirelessly to make sure ODUWA coin becomes a cryptocurrency for the consumers, a utility. We don't want people to sell ODUWA. We want people to spend ODUWA. So the first 3 years, what we did, we focused on technology. Now that the technology is getting up to speed, we never tell you it's going to stop because we never stop. We never settle. We keep growing. Now we're doing what are called mass adoptions, merchant settlements, our vendors. So we created what are called ODUWAPay.com. ODUWA Pay now, any vendors can go to our website. They can integrate ODUWA coin into their website. Oh. It's very simple, PHP or HTML. We have created the code for you. It's simple, it's free. So that now vendors can go and accept ODUWA coin. And guess what? We have what are called coinlocateplus.com. Every vendors that sign up with ODUWA that accept ODUWA coin, we have what are called our directories where we can let the consumer know that ODUWA coin is accepted here. So in a kind of 360s, we are reaching out to everyone, letting them know that ODUWA coin is for the people. ODUWA coin is where blockchain meets three people.
Yeah.
Our cryptocurrencies are fungible. They are not tokens. Okay, they are real money. So when you have ODUWA coin, you should treat it like a real money.
Yeah, it fits all the definitions as well.
Yes.
Here we go, number 9. What is the current status of ODUWA's main mission of expanding in Africa and helping communities there?
Right now, we are doing. We just stepped into the world of Africa because Africa is not a competition. It's a necessity because the financial institution in Africa is broken, and I think ODUWA coin is a solution for Africa, where we can help them fight inflation. We can help them because when you look at Africa, there's no one single price standard for their currency. There's a black market. There's an institution of price value. So there's what are called currency manipulations. I think ODUWA coin will help them fix what are called currency manipulations. So our goal is to introduce ODUWA Pay, where they can transfer money from families to friends without any fees, borderless. So it doesn't matter if you're in Ghana, if you're using CDs or you're using South African Rand, Ethiopia Bear, Ghana shillings, Nigerian Naira. From your mobile phones, you can see the value of ODUWA coin in your local currency and pay. We've made it so easy.
That's going to be
so ODUWA coin is conversion into local sovereign currencies. No cryptocurrency is doing that except ODUWA coin.
It's going to get
because
big.
Why? We care for the underserved. Our mission is to use blockchain technology to render services to the underserved communities around the world. That's our number one mission. And our vision have always been our mission. So right now we introduce ODUWA Pay this year. That when you have ODUWA Pay, you travel from Nigeria to Ghana. You don't have to worry about the price of the currency. You just go in and ODUWA is conversion to Ghana cedis. ODUWA is conversion to Nigerian Naira. ODUWA is conversion to South African Rand, Ethiopia Bear, Ghana shillings, Zimbabwe Zane, without any currency manipulation. So I think we are leading the future.
Yeah, that's great. I can't wait for it to get, just adopted very quickly in Africa, and I know it's going to. U.S. has such restrictions with crypto. The Europeans, the European countries and the European Union, they're so open to crypto, and it'll be great to see ODUWA Pay used all over.
The institutions, the Western world treat cryptocurrency as luxury because they have options. For Africa, we treat it as necessity.
Yeah.
So it's not a competition. I'm not fighting with Chase Bank or Chase Morgan or Bank of America in Africa. I'm trying to create a solution where someone can send money to families of friends without having to go through all the holders, all the third parties, worrying about someone taking 5% or 10% of their money every time.
Right.
So that's where ODUWA Pay comes in.
Yeah.
We are making cryptocurrency seamless for the underserved communities in Africa. Not just Africa, any regions of the world that are still financially underserved. It doesn't matter if it's Peru, Colombia, Venezuela. Those countries that we know that they are dealing with financial turmoil.
Right.
We are there to solve them.
Okay. So here's 10. And I know most people that deal with cryptocurrencies, they're so focused on the trading, by that
Yes.
short day trading. So
Yes.
here's where this question comes from. They say buy low, quotes, and ODUWA is about 15 to 16 cents per digital coin right now. For the U.S.
Yes.
market, what is it expected to look like when the ODUWA digital payment gets a footing in Africa?
All right. Okay. What can increase the price of anything? Price of anything, when you look at economies 101, price of anything is determined by scarcity. When scarcity is there, there's a demand. And when there's a demand for anything, what happens? There's going to be a price. The price will go up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're only 21 million. We have limited supply. And we have 1.2 billion people in Africa. If we capture 10% and 1.2 million people decide to use ODUWA coin, that's just you do the number yourself.
Yeah, that's mind-boggling.
So, our traditional models, it's not about I want the coin to be 50 cents, I want the coin to be $100. Our traditional models is we want people to spend ODUWA.
Right.
Because the utility. We want them to use them for their electrical bills, their cable bills, and all that. Because it's all about honesty.
Uh-huh.
In Africa, they cannot deal with those. There's a lot of people looking at financial misconducts where employees they don't trust themselves. But ODUWA will take all these questions away because there's no touching of cash. And it's very good for the pandemic because people don't understand that you can wash your hands, you can do everything. But when it comes to the banknotes, you cannot disinfect the banknotes. Mm-hmm. And banknotes are the number one transmission of coronavirus right now. People are just ignoring it. They're not paying attention. We sanitize our hands. We sanitize our phones. But when was the last time we sanitized our money?
Right.
None. So ODUWA cashless payment system is in place to fight this pandemic. That means nobody touched anything. It's cashless payments.
Yeah.
So I think right now that cashless payment system is number one going around the world because of the pandemic. I think ODUWA is in the best position right now to cater for the world, especially Africa.
Yeah, I mean,
because they cannot afford another round of pandemic. They can't.
No,
and there's too much challenges in that region. Yeah. So the last thing we want to bring to them is more problems.
Right.
They've been dealing with problems for centuries.
And
so my goal is, I believe, me having my ancestral root from Africa, and I believe all of the Africans can deliver Africa. Don't forget, Mr. Kid, DNA has memory, because I know our problems. And I created ODUWA to face our problems. Because for me, Africa is my problem.
Oh.
You know, even though I'm an African American, but my root, my ancestors, they're still living there.
Sure.
And I believe that all the Africans can deliver Africa.
And it's great that.
And it starts with ODUWA coin. And that's our mission.
Yeah, it's such a passionate mission as well, and it has such a great practicality. I can't wait till it's just used as, when it's small, it might be awkward for people to adopt it, but when it starts getting secondhand and it's easy to do, then it's naturally going to be everywhere. How about a number 11?
Yeah, don't forget too, there's scam everywhere. There's scam everywhere. And people use cryptocurrency for all type of scam.
Oh, scams.
Money is not a problem. Yes, scam. Money is not a problem. It's what you do with it. Okay. So I'm letting the people know ODUWA coin is real. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're not designed for you to do all this your money laundering stuff that people do online. Mm-hmm. We are designed to solve evidence problem, money transfer, payment settlement, cashless settlement, borderless accounts. That's what ODUWA coin is for. Mm-hmm. So there's a kingdom roots for ODUWA. And don't forget, ODUWA originated from the ancient Benin kingdom.
Oh, right.
From the 14th century, where trade was the order of the day. Your money should work for you and not against you. And these are symbols of the kingdom power through trade. And that's ODUWA coin.
I did a little research on the ODUWA kingdom. It's Benin kingdom.
Yes.
It's really fascinating.
Because my forefathers traded with 400 in the 14th centuries. That was actually the first cryptocurrency. Trade by pattern. Where nobody have to put gun in your head to rob you. You
No.
can exchange rubber for gold and gold for cocoa and cocoa for money.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what ODUWA Coin is. It's all about transparency, economic truth, and I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing that our old ancient trading. ODUWA Coin is alive and it lives forever in blockchain.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever we did in the 14th century that was very efficient, I'm bringing it back using blockchain technology.
Awesome.
So I'm reviving the
Yeah.
ancient trading in the ancient Benin Kingdom.
That's great. That's great. Okay, this question, I only got two more. This one goes to the, well, I would say regulation kind of concern. Does it matter to buying or selling a DUA? Actually, I should say using. We want to use a DUA, not sell it. But does it matter that if I live in a certain U.S. state, because crypto is big in Europe, and U.S. is all regulation, and they're stalling. Does it matter much?
Well,
Do you see?
it all depends on, because our technology originated from Bitcoin. It's a hybrid technology, and once according to the guidelines, that it's still changing because cryptocurrency is very new. Our coin is a blockchain technology. It's a utility coin. Does not have to do with security, because when it's a security coin, then you have to deal with the SEC. We're a utility. That's why I tell you, we don't sell money, we spend money. The goal of ODUWA is where you can actually spend ODUWA like you spend currency. ODUWA is a cryptocurrency, it's not a token. Yeah. So don't forget, I'm not an expert in that because the SEC is still moving around because cryptocurrency is brand new. But to my understanding right now, we are a utility coin.
Okay. So it's important.
So we're doing the same thing Bitcoin is doing.
Okay.
But we're doing it a different way. Yes.
Okay. Here's, I think, my last question. How safe is my ODUWA when I'm just holding on to it? For example, a mining wallet, possible devaluation of the dollar with inflation. You know, so if I just, well, like, basically what I'm doing the HODL, hold on for dear life. Well, basically, I'm putting it in my mining wallet, and I'm waiting. And I think you actually already answered this question, to tell you what, though. But
yeah,
any thoughts?
Because ODUWA coin doesn't depend on the dollars to get a value.
Its own.
Yes. ODUWA coin. Yeah, ODUWA coin is not central banked, so it doesn't depend on the inflations of the government. It's very decentralized. There's no sovereign. There's no hierarchy. So that means whatever the dollar is doing, how we do it, ODUWA coin. So it all depends on the usage. That means the price will go up and the price will fall. It all depends on how the users hold their ODUWA coin. If I have 1 million ODUWA coins today, that means I control almost 5% of the ODUWA from 21 million. That means I have the power. And I decide to go to the exchange and say, you know what, I want to sell my ODUWA coin at 5 cents. What will happen to ODUWA? The price will become 5 cents. Does it mean that you were raising ODUWA coin was 5 cents? No. Was it me because it was in America? No. The price of cryptocurrency depends on the trading. It depends on the asking and the buying power. And everything goes through the exchange. We cannot make the price. We can control the technology. We can tell you that we can scale our technology, but we cannot control. The price will fall and the price will rise. It all depends on the community. It's like someone on here.
So
whereas in the central world, our traditional world, the value of money depends on the government. That means when government goes to war, there's problem. Now there's pandemic, there's problem. Pandemic doesn't affect ODUWA. ODUWA is not. It's not correlated assets. It's not correlated assets. That means it doesn't depend. It doesn't depend on the U.S. dollar or pounds or yen. So we're an independent body. We are running our own train. We're running our own journey. Okay. So that's a good thing. That's a safe haven right there.
Yeah.
Because people are looking at how to move their money. So people are moving their money to gold now. So you see, the price of gold is going crazy because gold is a commodity that it doesn't lose that value. Because it's not like your traditional fiat money where the government says, you know what, everybody should stay home. I'm going to pay $12 trillion and give it to you and make sure you're fine. In cryptocurrency, we cannot do that. The print, the supplies are fixed. That means I call it inflation proof. That means you can't just, there's not that traditional method of you devaluing currency.
Right.
Or, well, there's also a risk to it. Because if your phone is prone to hacking and someone gets your password, which we cannot control, and no one can control that, and steal your ODUWA coin, does it mean the system is weak? No. You become your own bank. You want to make sure that you have all your encryptions. You set up your 2FA. You make sure you don't use your password that you use everywhere with your email and your ODUWA accounts. Trying to separate your financial assets and your financial assets password differently. So when someone hacks into your computer, they can just hack into your ODUWA coin.
Yeah.
And I said it because we take security and efficiency as our priority. So we want to make sure we protect the users and we make them aware. There are phishing everywhere. What is phishing? When someone gets hold of your computer without your knowledge, and can you hear me now?
There it is. There you are. All right.
So
Technology.
You see, technology is prone. Technology can go through any difficulties and all that. That's why we have what we call customer support.
Yeah.
ODUWA coin, we have customer support. When you have any problem with your ODUWA coin, you're not mining, we have a community in Telegram that we're able to assist you. We have crypto studios, miners that love the projects that are there to answer questions like I do.
Yeah.
I just love the project. Doesn't mean I control the project.
No.
So we have support out of ODUWA coin. And in 3 weeks, I think before the end of first week of August, if you're tuning in from any part of the world, I'm tuning in from California, and I know kids now why. We're going to be integrating a bank card through a third-party system in London where people can actually buy ODUWA using their bank card.
Wow.
The
Nice.
bank, the company will do all the KYC.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget, we are just currency.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are doing all these to empower ODUWA community. So number one, protect your investment. Protect your investment. That means protect your laptop. If you buy a laptop to mine ODUWA coin, that's an investment. Protect your laptop from bot. Protect your laptop from virus. And also protect your assets. Protect ODUWA. That means always make sure that you don't use the same password everywhere. Because of what it's called phishing. I was talking before you got disconnected. Phishing is when people take control of your computer using a virus and take your password, download the app from the website, and move your money. But the good thing now is we have also, in ODUWA Pay, we have also increased our level of security. That means you got to require a 6-digit PIN number before someone can transfer your ODUWA coin. So every day, all we focus about is security, user security, and user efficiency. Because the only way we can grow is when the users are secure. But we cannot babysit anyone. That means you have to take a full step. You have to take responsibility of your assets. Make sure you protect your money all the time. Because some people call me, oh, Mr. Bright, I call support. Oh, my coin's been. I said, listen, I don't even first of all have access to your phone. And we have what is called 2 layers of authentication, 2FA. 2FA is free through Google app. Set up a 2FA to your app. Set up a 2FA on your phone. Don't use the same password. Set up a 6-digit PIN number. So even when someone hacks into your phone, they will actually require them to hack into your email first.
Right.
But if someone hacks into your email and hacks into your phone, then we cannot control that.
Right.
That means there's what I call accounts. It's what I call accounts takeover. Someone took over your accounts. File a police. The first thing you're going to do is to file a police report, because that's burglary or theft. Okay.
Yeah.
We have no control. But like I said, we're growing every day. We're welcoming every new users. People ask me a question: does it cost money to join ODUWA? It doesn't cost money to join ODUWA. But does it cost money to own ODUWA? Yes. You have to own ODUWA. Is there any minimum ODUWA you can own? No, there's no minimum. But if you want to mine ODUWA, it's recommended to have 2,000 ODUWA coin.
Okay.
So you can get a decent reward.
Yeah.
Because right now the coin is at 15 cents.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 2,000 ODUWA coin. At least you're spending like $150, whatever. It's not expensive.
It's a good time to buy a ODUWA coin.
It's a good time to buy. Its price is very good. I remember in 2010 when Bitcoin was 14 cents.
Yeah.
Now it's $9,000.
And they bought a pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin one time or something.
Yes. And I was very lucky with it. A lot of people are not lucky with Bitcoin
Ah,
because they didn't understand it. They're waiting, thinking, what is this? Something like a lot of people waiting right now to do what is this? And I'm telling you, if you wait, you're going to pay the price. This is the best time to get in,
yeah.
to have a cryptocurrency because it's you cannot dodge it. We're in the world of dataism.
Hmm.
Uh, Facebook is bringing their own cryptocurrency Libra. PayPal is trying to go into it. Repo. So when you look at all these banks are fighting patent, Bank of America, all of them, they're all fighting this patent. When you look at the U.S. Trademark, you see everybody, so you can tell the direction cryptocurrency is going.
Sure.
So don't forget, early believers benefit the most. If
Early.
you wait, you pay the price.
Yeah.
It's the golden rules. Okay. So
So-
I urge people to do your due diligence,
Yeah.
research, read a lot. There's a lot of videos out there talking about cryptocurrency, and most cryptocurrency cannot behave the same.
Mhm.
But the question is, there are a lot of them out there that don't serve any purpose.
Yeah, that's true. They're just out
Yes.
there just to be a coin. It's just,
To just be a coin to raise money and disappear.
yeah.
We've been around for 3 years. Our goal is to change the narrative.
Mm.
Is to reset and rethink the status quo. That means bringing power back to the consumers and empowering the underserved communities around the world.
That's-
And not just only in America, but in the areas that are still financially underserved, especially
absolutely.
areas of Africa, South America, those areas that don't have traditional bank accounts, they don't have passports to open a bank account. ODUWA need you the most. I open my hands and say, come to ODUWA Coin.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Bright. Is there anything else where, if somebody's, I mean, I'm sure this will get some views. I should leave websites. I can link a dual.
Well, we have the word ODUWA, you can never miss it.
You're right.
It's when you go to Google, it's one ODUWA Coin.
And there's lots of information on the.
It's lots of information. Just say ODUWA. It takes you. We have two types of wallet. We have our legacy wallet, and we have our public wallet, open blockchain.
Right.
They all belong to all ODUWA Coin.
Okay.
But if you want to be, go to the website and learn more about ODUWA, just go to ODUWAcoin.com, ODUWAcoin.io.
Yeah.
You get all the information that will lead to different areas of ODUWA Coin.
Yeah.
Don't forget, cryptocurrency is brand new. Read a lot, learn a lot. The more you learn and know about cryptocurrency, the more you benefit from cryptocurrency.
And just going on Telegram, ODUWA's channel on Telegram.
Go to ODUWA on Telegram. I think the Telegram channel is ODUWA Exchange.
Yeah.
I think, and on Instagram is ODUWA Coin. On Facebook is ODUWA Coin. On Medium is ODUWA Coin. On Reddit is ODUWA Coin. And on I think we also have one on anywhere, just any social channel, just type in ODUWA Coin.
Yeah.
And make sure, and when you go into the website, make sure you check your URL. Make sure you go into the official website. There's a padlock on the website that says ODUWA Coin, because there are a lot of phishing that will redirect you to a fake website if you grab your password. So when you go to our URL and put ODUWAcoin.com, ODUWA, make sure there's a padlock sign that shows that it's an encrypted website that belongs to ODUWA.
Okay.
Okay. And if you're not sure, write support. Write support at ODUWAcoin.io.
ODUWA support's great.
ODUWA support.
You guys are
Support
really
at
working hard.
ODUWAcoin.io. And 24 hours, someone will get back to you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Bright, for answering questions. I'm sure illuminated a lot. I learned a lot as well. And you're so generous with your time and your effort. And maybe we can do this.
Our goal is to render service to humanity. That's what we're here for.
Right.
So it's joy for me every time to talk about things that I love to do and how I can empower people. So when I hear about ODUWA Coin, it's like waking up in the morning and just getting my coffee. I'm excited.
Energy.
Energy, yes. Yes.
Well, if you ever want to do this again, just give me a holler. This is... Are you there? Hello? Oh, no.